Solid Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, pop 'em right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leaf to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the floor, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know, I just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze, ain't a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the day before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas wanna end me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences are never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire in F doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, now my stable conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Wycombe I.O.W. Sports Late Night Owl. Episode 142. I know, my bad, there, bro. Run a little bit late. It's been a big, crazy Wednesday. For those who watched the show Snowfall, they gave us 2 hours today. So the first 2 episodes of the new season. I wish John Singleton was still here to see the product, but yeah, that's what I was doing, and I was catching up on this. Russia invading Ukraine mess? It's I don't know, crazy world. But of course, y'all know the deal. Official, unofficial theme song provided by the homie 40 Water, aka Silent Hill. Him and J. Leo Pelmo Devil Dance. Go show some love to them on their YouTube page. While you're over there, show us some love on our YouTube page, I.O.W. Sports Network. That's on there. Always, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, ding. Spread the word what we got going on. We also got the Twitter account. You did. I.O.W. Sports 1. Go show some love right there. Just to let you know, gives you notifications of what we got coming down. What kind of content we going on to the YouTube page. Same thing with the Instagram. That's there. And of course, if you are, looking for a great Facebook page, going over to the I.O.W. Sports Network. And man, I'm telling you, it's growing. It's growing real good. It's going real good. But we emphasize on networks. So if you got a sports podcast, come drop your content. If you got small businesses, share that information. You never know who you're going to get sales from. You never know. Absolutely never know. But look, as always, going over to your respective app stores, whether it's the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, download the I.O.W. Network app. A lot of great content, music on there. From your mainstream artists, as well as the independent, local hip hop artists and R&B artists on their grind too. You know, got a couple of grunge bands on there, local bands trying to do their thing. You know, trying to make it, just trying to get a squirrel. You know, every squirrel need to get a nut. You know, so we respect the grind for sure. Um, Man, crazy Wednesday. I can't believe like this is really going on. But I was having a great Wednesday. First few episodes of a series that I love to watch, and then this whole Ukraine pretty much getting prepared for invasion, and like apparently there's bombs or something going off. Like I kind of saw it an alert on my phone, and I'm like, yeah, man, this is nuts. I I don't even know what to really make of this, man. I have no, yeah. I think that alert came around at 11:52. Like this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. It's 2022, and people are still going to war over the most craziest things. I mean, it sucks. It sucks. And not trying to take it off topic of sports, but I mean,
It's exactly why it took a while before all the NATO countries were on board with.
that's in wars there's casualties, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is. Um, so they're saying explosions have been heard in at least three Ukrainian cities. Yeah, I'm I don't know all the specifics on why that is happening. Uh, the politics of it. I don't know, so I won't uh, dig too deep in there. I'm just trying to stay current on current news, even though if it's not sports related, because I just think that's war is crazy, but we a sports show. We gonna keep it on sports. We don't have a top play of the night, but we got to talk about this top 75. Um, Unfortunately, we did not have a show last night, but I said we would talk about it, and I feel like it's to me it's we got to talk about it because there's a couple of names on that list, and I'm about to find the list so I can pull it up for you guys so we can all look at it together. Um, there's a couple of names on there that wow, I'm just like, how in the hell did they make the list? And there's a couple of you know other names that I would prefer that be on the list. Just my opinion. Um, and it's the same on some of these names that got on the damn list. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it literally is some of these names that are on the list, and I'm just like, I can't believe this is really happening. Like this is a damn shame. Yeah. So let me pull this up for you guys. Let me pull it up. Pull it up. Pull it up. Uh, Maybe me and the computer is struggling and fighting today. We're gonna get it right. Hold on. Here we go. Do 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 do. The big homie doing all that yawning like he's a lion on the pride. Wake up, man. You got your glasses on so you can see some shit, old man.
I don't know what the fuck they are.
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Another day, another day.
The state of affairs in the world, man.
Yeah, yeah, because I was like I was telling some of the audience, I was watching Snowfall, which is a show that just came back on FX, and then all of a sudden, then I'm like, oh, I finally look at my phone, and I'm like, well, damn, so Russia's just going to just invade Ukraine and just mess up a lot of people's lives.
I got two statements on it. Number one, it sucks whenever it's war because I caught what you were saying earlier that there's gonna be casualties.
Yeah,
and not to get too political, but when the world don't respect the American president, shit like this happens, man.
Yeah, like yeah, no,
I'll just put a blanket statement like that. But when
no,
you're not afraid of the U.S., you go do stupid shit because there's no fear factor.
I'm just, I'm just like, damn. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Like, I would hate for us Americans to ever have to deal with some shit like that about our lives getting twisted upside down over some political shit.
Yeah.
And so, I just feel for the people of Ukraine. I mean, like I said, it's gonna be some casualties, and
if they want to, Russia could steamroll them and then take every single person out in the country in a couple hours.
Yeah,
like that's how massive and powerful Russia is compared to Ukraine.
Yeah, yeah. It's to me, it's
like us back in Costa Rica. Like there's, you know what I mean? There's not much pushback.
No, and honestly, it's just yeah, man. It's just because I think about this shit. I'm like, man, I would hate to have to, run and hide, and hopefully I can survive.
Yeah, right.
So that's just crazy. But that top 75 that the NBA dropped over the All-Star weekend, and it's crazy because this is how bad the that the dunk contest was. Oh, watch Kareem right here. Watch Kareem.
Oh, I saw.
He still has 3 attempts. We are not counting that as
an attempt. Kareem said,
the whole state of the NBA though to me, man.
He said, I can't do this shit.
Oh, plus he's old, right?
Yeah, but come on. I think I saw one where Shaq was like, man, what the hell is this?
Yeah, Shaq's face looked like he just got like a fist up his ass. He's like,
but
his face turned real quick.
but back to the 75 team, I didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole. I just wanted to touch on it because I thought it was so funny, because I thought that dunk contest was just absolutely just like a snooze fest.
The whole weekend is like a snooze fest now, right? Like the big names don't participate in everything. The game don't mean shit to the players. Like,
yeah. And like it pretty much only got serious like the last little few minutes of the whatever that little fourth quarter is.
And I'm not just shitting.
163.
All of the NFL Pro Bowls are jokes. Major League Baseball, they're all jokes. It's nice for kids to say, "Oh, my guy's an all-star." But
we'll check this out. So
it's just me aging.
So check this out. So let's have a quick debate. We'll come back to the 75 team anniversary team, because there's some names on there that I don't like that's on there, and there's some that I think should be on there. So we'll come back to that. But you lead me to another conversation, because Josh Donaldson had a very interesting take, and he said like the MLB All-Stars are only legit one, and probably NHL, but he definitely said that the NFL and the NBA are both jokes anyway when it comes to having an all-star celebration or game.
I don't watch the NFL, and I honestly haven't watched an MLB All-Star game in maybe Jeter's last one, so 5-6 years.
I'll say this. I mean, they're still throwing like 95 miles per hour and up. So I would think it's not like you can take it easy on that.
And you can tell like they take it seriously, because you don't have like 19 to 16 games where the catcher's just like, all right, fastball up and in. You know what I mean? Like that would be the equivalent of what the NBA does, which just everybody catches an alley-oop for the first 3 quarters. It would be like, all right, curveball. Like you'd know what's coming, right? Like you would see an explosive, and every so often you get an offensive explosion, but it's been low scoring lately. Also because we had the Major League Baseball has so many shitty hitters that a guy who hits 190 but he's got 25 home runs at the All-Star break gets voted in.
Hey,
So, what's your chances of hitting a home run against the top pitchers when you're a shitty
chicks dig the long ball, man.
long ball and long digits in the bank account?
Hey, that's that's pretty much the way that the MLB is headed nowadays, man. So, but honestly, when it comes to Josh Donaldson's comments, I mean, I kind of have to agree with him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you can just take your head out the game, but there's a fastball coming at your head. So I mean, and it's still a pitcher. You still want to be on like your good marksmanship, being great with your accuracy. You don't want to get nobody hurt, especially in the All-Star game. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean, there has to be some element of true, pure competitiveness. It has to, because somebody get hurt if they don't.
It's like professional pride too, right?
hmm hmm
Like Rodman ain't letting people go and do that shit because he took pride on defense. Ben Wallace
Always.
ain't taking plays off in the All-Star game because he took pride in defense. It's just it's a street ball game of like it's an exhibition. That's the best way to
It's a
put it.
pickup
It's
game.
not a game. It don't mean shit. It's like let's just see what we could do and have fun.
It's a
But
pickup game.
yeah, with no pride. Just you can't be giving up 160 points and say you take pride in your craft.
Yeah, but that Pro Bowl is the worst though. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
and I think I said this. I don't know. I think it was on the show, but
Oh my goodness.
we're going from playoff football, and especially this year, where you had all four divisional weekend, the AFC NFC Championship. Everything was decided either on the last play or by one score. 5-6 were the last play of the game, right? And then you go to the Pro Bowl, so it's like the level gets as high as it could possibly be, and then the difference is so huge. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like I know the
mm.
NFL puts it in between that week in the Super Bowl, but I don't know, man. Get away with it. I would rather see a week full of cool shit like they do the dodgeball. You don't need the offensive lineman and the defensive lineman there. Have the tag of you made the Pro Bowl, and then do a 7-on-7. Do a flag thing that they've done in the past. Do a flag team from each or a flag team from each division, and put a tournament together.
Now they should put them
Like
on Legends of the Hidden Temple. That's what they
do a
should do.
golf outing where you do it for charity and you have celebrities in there. You bring like people like Bill Murray in, and it's entertaining.
Nah, Bill Murray ain't doing nothing. Did you see how old he was looking?
He was just he just made a fucking no look backwards putt from like 8 feet away at the what was it? What do they call it? Pan
Oh,
Am,
man.
the celebrity golf tournament with professionals. What do they call that?
Bill Murray looked like a turkey neck. Looked like he got.
Still greatest living American, best living American.
Nah, I'm gonna go Dave Chappelle. Yeah,
He's up there. He's up there. But still, man, Murray's an icon. Chappelle isn't out and public and as entertaining as Murray is. Chappelle is a great mind, but Chappelle ain't out there like goofing around, having fun. He's more laid back, low key, so he's like hidden. You know what I'm saying?
and because it's an exclusive experience.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Murray, with as long as he's been around, man, and every time, like Bill Murray, Martin Short, those are two old school heads that never miss. Anytime they do anything, it's a fucking hit. Like they are always on. I've never seen them be off. You know what I mean?
If you say so. I mean, I never really been big into Martin Short and what's his name, Bill Murray. I mean, of course, I've seen some of his stuff. Like, what were the movies he was doing when he was supposed to be in the army or some shit like that?
Oh, Spies Like Us.
I think I don't know.
Well,
Come on, you're the old guy, man. You're supposed to be
I
telling
know,
me
I
this.
know. It'll come to me. Like I just watched him in Caddyshack, where he's the groundskeeper.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Caddyshack is. I mean, come on now, Caddyshack is out there, but I mean, that's a given.
But I like Bill Murray the person more than I like Bill Murray the actor. That's what I'm saying. Like when he's in public doing shit, like he's fucking fantastic.
Space Jam forever too. people forget he was in Space Jam.
Yes. That's why Space Jam 2 sucked, because it didn't have Bill Murray. I mean, the kids wouldn't have fucking known who he was anyway. But
wait. So LeBron didn't have it. He didn't have any. I didn't even see the Space Jam 2. I'm sorry. I don't. I couldn't.
Nephew made us watch it, man. He had like a Space Jam birthday party this year. Like he loves it. Like he thinks LeBron is the greatest ever, and I gotta beat the crap out of a 5-year-old in a wrestling match to teach him. Like we have like a love-hate relationship. Like my mom will be like, because my mom lives with my sister, he'll be like, "Hey, we gotta call Big Nick. We gotta say what's up to Big Nick." He'll call and he goes, "Hi." I look at my mom and goes, "I said hello," and then I'll run away. Like the minute I walk in the door, he attacks me and like we go at it like wrestling. But now he's like punching and realizing that like shit hurts. You're 5. You're not like 2 anymore, man. Where I have to fake everything. Now when you jump off the couch and punch me in the temple, Big Nick gets a little headache.
Nah, you just got to give him a Stone Cold Stunner and tell him like, yo, like, yeah.
Oh, he's my nephew's allergic to peanut butter, so when he acts up, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking smear peanut butter on your face. My brother-in-law's like, bro, I'm like, he's getting out of line. Oh, we had a roast battle one day,
sir.
We had a roast battle.
No, sir.
5-year-old.
Sir. You're not going to sit up here on the podcast and tell the world how you're going to purposely throw peanut butter on.
No, I'm not going to do it.
I know it's a joke. I know. I'm just saying.
So I never drink soda, and like it's amazing what like young kids pick up, right? And we're having a roast battle one day, and he goes, "Oh, Big Nick, you never drink soda." Boom, roasted. I go, "Oh, little Ryan, you never eat peanut butter and jelly." Boom, roasted. Like we went back and forth with like 10, and my kids were dying laughing. His dad was dying laughing, and we just kept going back and forth. It was good.
Wow. Family time with Nick.
Yeah.
Now I can actually tell the world that a day out with Nick Shine in New Jersey, you get the full experience. You get the full experience.
Yeah. That's every day, man. I've said for years my life needs to be recorded, because like you go sit down and have pizza, and all of a sudden the guy's yelling and cursing at the delivery guy dropping off supplies.
Yeah,
like that's my life,
good, bro. Oh my god, that pizza was good. I still think about that pizza. And you said it wasn't even the best in the neighborhood, but you know, I thought it was damn good. I mean, you gotta remember down south.
Jersey pizza hits different, man. You can have bad Jersey pizza, and it's still the best shit you've eaten.
Like down south, we don't get that type of pizza like that. There's a couple of people that come up from up top and they think that they're doing it, but it's not. It was. Apparently, it's the water. I don't know. I guess Carolina water just don't hit as good as Jersey and New York water for the pizza. So
nothing down there hits good except the weed.
And the weed definitely hits good. I mean, we got the mountain, so we getting mini cherries.
Nice.
No, but all right. So we talked about that because I wanted to get your take on Josh Danielson's take, but I think he has a point.
He's kind of right. I
mean, Pro Bowl's obviously trash. NBA pretty much don't get competitive till fourth quarter. I mean, soccer. I mean, I guess nobody really pays attention to that enough to really give an honest take on that. As
it's one of those folding tables, and the leg popped off of the crossbar, so I had to put it together so the shit don't collapse on me.
Man, you need to get it like a little cell phone holder, bro. This is what I got. You get it on Amazon for like $5. It holds your cell phone.
You know my setup. We'll keep my setup private, but you know my setup.
I'm just saying, you can upgrade your setup just a little bit, brother. It's okay.
Well, I got all the equipment that you guys just shipped me, so that'll be the setup soon.
But let's talk about this top 75. And forgive me, y'all.
Let me ask you something about this.
What's up?
25 years ago, they did the top 50 of all
Yeah,
time.
they did top 50. Yes.
Were you automatically those 50 added?
What they said was they automatically had the 50 that was from the 50 already.
So
you
that's why
were
you got
automatic.
extra shit on there that don't deserve it.
So you were automatically added to it, and then but they actually added 26 because it was a tied vote. So it's not necessarily 75, but they just made it seem like it's
Who was
70.
they say who was tied?
No, I can't even remember, but that's what they said. Because if you really look at it, it's 76.
Fucking Russell Westbrook. Come on.
Come stop. You're taking away my ammo. Please stop, sir. All right. So we're gonna go through this list.
I need a cell phone holder and you need an eye opener holder. Pocket eye as hell.
Don't worry about what the hell is going on with me, sir. But I am in a mood. I am in a groove, and you, sir, making me laugh or trying to take me out of it. So we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ray Allen, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You got Carmelo Anthony, Nate Archibald, Paul Arizian. I don't know who that is. I never heard of him.
You're gonna read all 76 names?
Yes, because once you hear the names that I'm probably going to smear off the list, who's pissing me off and why they're on the list, is going to stick out to you. Yes, Charles Barkley, Rick Barry, Elgin Baylor. You got David Bean, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Wilt Chamberlain, Bob Cousy,
David Bean.
Yep, David Bean.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Dave Cowens, Billy Cunningham, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, Dave DeBruschi, Clyde Drexler. Yeah, Dave DeButcher, Clyde Drexler, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Julius Erving, Patrick Ewing, Walt Frazier, Kevin Garnett, George Gervin, Hal Greer, James Harden, John Havlicek, Elvin Hayes, Allen Iverson, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Sam Jones, Michael Jordan, Jason Kidd, Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard, Jerry Lucas, Karl Malone, Moses Malone, Pete Maravich, Bob McAdoo, Kevin McHale, George Mikan, Reggie Miller, Earl Monroe, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, Robert Parrish, Chris Paul, Gary Payton, Bob Pettit, Paul Pierce, Scottie Pippen, Willis Reed, Oscar Robertson, David Robertson, Dennis Rodman, Bill Russell, Dolph Skays, Bill Sharman, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas, Nate Thurman, Wes Unseld, Dwayne Wade, Bill Walton, Jerry West, Russell Westbrook, Lenny Wilkins, Dominique Wilkins, James Worthy. And I know the names are sticking out like sore thumbs.
Gotta remember, man, there's a lot of guys. There's guys who were like Dennis Rodman, like in the 60s and 70s, and we just don't know of them because they haven't been.
Well, no, because I mean,
they've fallen off throughout the years, right?
We weren't allowed to see them. All right.
Yeah, it's just that, but they're not the guys who were talked about. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me say it. We weren't allowed to see them, and we've seen so many great players in our time that we don't know who they are. I'll put it that way.
The game is blown up to another level. I get it. It's a nice thing to do, but in the midst of it, who gives a fuck about the top 75? You know what I mean? You do your starting five on your all-time team. Maybe you do a top 10, and after that, they all fucking blend in together.
Yeah, but here's some names who aren't on that list that stuck out in my mind off the gate that should be on this list. I would put Dwight Howard on that list, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and Pau Gasol. Those four for sure stick out.
But now if you're taking guys off, you can only take guys off who've just been added in the last 25 years based off of the first 50 are locked, right?
Well, why don't you? I'm just saying, just for your purposes, who would you take off and who would you add on? I,
I hate Carmelo Anthony, so I'm taking him off just because I think he's fucking overrated as shit. He hasn't won anything since Syracuse. Never made a single teammate player. I just think he's overrated as shit. And Westbrook, he's a compiler. He's not a winner. And I'd have Irving in. I'd have Thompson in.
Klay Thompson, Kyrie.
Definitely.
Okay.
Kyrie and Clay would be my first two in. Because they both won titles. You know, like that. And McGrady would be my third guy in.
I didn't even think about Clay, which is crazy because me, Ryan, and
that's the outrage. Is Clay. That's the complete outrage.
Me, Ryan, and Matt had this conversation on Monday because I was speaking about how great Stephen Curry is and how you should start look at him on that same level as like MJ, LeBron, Kareem, as he's doing something that is literally one of one. And just the impact
to do it. This whole generation now coming behind is going to be
inspired by him.
All 3-point shooters, right?
No, they're going to be inspired by him. So if he's to that level that he's inspiring people to play the game just like him, like you got to look at him that way. And so just my opinion on Stephen Curry, but Clay's just as much of a good shooter as Steph. Maybe not as
We discussed it the other day, but Curry is different because Curry can get his shot off the dribble. Clay is more of a Reggie Miller type, coming off screens, catch and shoot, So it's easier to eliminate a guy coming off screens because you can jump it on a switch. When you see him coming, the guy guarding the guy who's going to set the screen can jump that and go out the 3-point range. Like me, I would give up fucking 2-pointers all day, man. I'm going to play a fucking zone that just stays outside and covers the 2 corners and the 2 wings.
And just guard it.
And just put one big man in the middle. Like a spread out 2-3. You want to shoot mid-range jump shots all day? Go ahead. I'll beat you. Like the league I coach in now for Nick, the 7th and 8th grade. Everybody plays man-to-man in a rec league. I play a 2-3. We're blowing everybody out. I tell the kids on offense, I'm like, these fucking kids can't play man-to-man. I go, don't pass the ball to anybody unless they set a screen or they're coming off a screen. And we scored 62 points last week. We had 25 layups, 6 free throws, and 2 threes. That was our offense. I don't give a shit. It works. It wins.
Yeah.
Nobody shoots threes on us. We make everyone shoot in mid-range jump shots. We get the rebounds and we run. You got to adapt to the style that people play. And I think defenses have done a fucking awful job of that. I will say, I don't know if the shooting got worse or the defense got better, but right before COVID, you were seeing games with 140 points, like almost nightly. Now it's down. Like the Nets were winning games last year, like 141, 135. And now this year, the scoring is way down. I don't know what happened. It's not like everyone's playing good defense. I can't explain it. But if you go look at the average points a game 2 years ago compared to now, it's way down.
Well, because I know when we were coming up, I mean, you're just a slightly, a few years older than me, but 80 points was a high scoring game. 90 points.
I think the Knicks averaged 83 one year, and like they made like the Eastern Conference Finals because they were giving up like 78 a game.
Mm-hmm.
That's again what people took pride in the full court game. You don't see that anymore, man. It's all right. I'm going to shoot. You're going to shoot.
Right now, if you score 80 points, it's a combination of bad shooting, more combined to maybe a little bit of defense.
Yeah. And most nights in the NBA, it's not good defense. It's guys that are off. Second night of a road trip, on the road, back-to-back games. It's not a great product to watch, to be completely honest, the NBA.
But here's where I agree with you where Clay should be on there, because I think Clay is just as important as Steph is when it comes to those championships that they won in Golden State. He's just as important as Steph, period, to me. And that's why if you're gonna have Steph Curry
and
on
Clay
this list,
guards the best guy too.
And that was about to
His
be my
defense.
next.
He's the
His
Scottie Pippen.
You
Curry
add
can
his
be Jordan,
defense.
but Clay is Scottie, and you're not winning without Scottie.
Oh no, no, and I think that Jordan will always probably say that he probably could not won those without Scotty. Because as much as people would want to make the emphasis, oh, it's Michael Jordan, it's Michael Jordan. Yeah, we get that, but you got to give Scotty his just due too. Like if Scotty's not there, there's probably not 2 3-peats. There's that. It's still a team game. Like Scotty played his role damn well.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman played his role damn well. I mean, you just got the advantage that you have with 23. You just got a slight greater advantage.
Too. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 6 years, Jordan was the best player in the league. Never won it. Never even got there. Scotty came over.
Look at it this way. Jordan was Damian Lillard back in the days, dragging a team to the playoffs and having short stints in the playoffs because ain't much around you.
That's why Lillard opting out for a year might be the best thing that ever happened to the Blazers. I don't want to say get injured. I don't want to wish that on anyone, but I'm just using the term opt out. You know what I mean? Sit out a year, let them hit the lottery, get your number 2, and then go fucking win.
No, honestly, I get what you're saying because he was the only reason why they weren't able to get those lottery picks because he keeps dragging them to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're taking yourself out of lottery pick range. You're not going to get a top 5 pick because he's going to get you to the playoffs by himself. You're 100. I've never looked at it that way, but you're 100% right.
It's like the Dan Marino thing, right? The Dolphins were always winning 7 or 8 games in their bad years, so they never got those elite players. Sometimes the way to get good is to be bad.
Yeah. I mean, especially when it comes to, in specifics to NFL, but with the NBA, it does higher your odds of getting a good lottery pick. And
with the NBA, let's be real, there's not a lot of top talent coming in every year. Maybe there's 2 guys from college who make an immediate impact. Maybe you get 1 or 2 from overseas. But a lot of it, you see second rounders who fall into a good position.
And I tell you why, Nick. I tell you why.
Because they don't stay in college long enough to evolve their game.
That's a part of it, yes. But also look at it this way. The NBA draft is primarily, like you said, a couple of stars at the very front, and you got to have good odds of getting those lottery picks to get them. Everything else is your grunts. It's your guys that's going to build your depth on your roster, and hopefully you can find that little diamond in the rough that'll blossom into something more.
Yeah, but like Curry was taken 7th or 8th. No one thought Curry would be what Curry is.
And not to mention, he was having a little bit of ankle issues his first few years, and then he was able to stay a little bit more durable.
And then again with them too, they weren't shit until Clay caught fire.
Mark Jackson pretty much saw what was going to happen with them two before the world had a chance to see it. He knew it. He said, "I'm going to." You just letting them shoot like this? Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
I know how hard they work. I know that they put the time in. This isn't just, them just trying to put on a show. No, these guys are sharpshooters. and they can shoot just about anywhere. They're in range right now. I saw a meme. Well, it's I gotta pull up the clip. And it was this guy, he was supposed to be Steph Curry, and he's getting out the bed, and the guy just comes up to him and starts guarding him.
It's like you're in range once you get out of bed. Yeah, that'll fit. You gotta guard him once he gets off the bus. No, you gotta lay on this motherfucker in bed next to his wife, whatever her name is. She'd probably like it too.
you gotta right when he get out of bed, man. Like everywhere he go, you better be on that man. Like
Yeah.
and same with Clay. I mean, what did Clay? What year? I can't remember what year it was. He blew up for like 37 points in a quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
but he's done that on multiple times where he'll put up like
I
um,
wish he would have left there when he was a free agent the last time around. I wish he would have left and went to a team and been the man and see what he could do as the
I
man.
don't. Yeah, but
Like
I
he's
don't think
always
that's
going to
his
be known
game though.
as Curry's sidekick. I
Yeah,
love Clay because I loved Pippen. I love that they play defense. I love that they take
but
the hardest challenge every night. You know, whether it's LeBron or Kyrie, it was Clay doing it when it was important.
I get what you're saying, man. But sometimes that ain't everybody's.
I know, I know.
That ain't everybody's
I
dream.
Part of me wanted to see it. Like a big part of me was like, leave there and go fucking beat his records. Because when he's the point guard, and he's got the ball in his hands all the time. He's going to determine if and when you get to shoot.
Oh,
Go to a team with a true point guard like a Chris Paul, and then see the numbers that Clay puts up. That was like
oh,
one thing I wanted to see. Because Clay,
I got you. I get
I
that.
love Clay, so I'm a Clay guy, as you can tell.
No, and look, I think you're 100% dead on that he should be on this top 75. I mean, just his importance
I
to
won't be
that
here
Golden State team
years to see if
was
he
so
makes.
important. No, you'll be around for another 25. Fool, shut up.
I'm not making 68. No way. No way.
Jeez.
I might not make 68 months, brother. So
Oh my gosh. Shut up, man.
I got to make sure you got Nikki's phone number so you can send the equipment back.
Oh gosh. Lord help me. Stop fucking thinking so gloomy, you little shit. But no, man. I think Clay should be on there. Definitely T Mac. I don't know how T Mac's not on there. I mean, I think he's
I think T
probably
Mac is better than Carmelo. So there's my swap right there. I think Kyrie's better than Westbrook. There's a swap right there.
yeah. I would definitely take Russell Westbrook off this list. I
Did Paul George make it? I don't know. I don't remember hearing you say his name.
Paul George did make it, if
He
I'm
did?
correct. No, he's not on here. No, he's not. He is not on here.
I'm trying to think who else in the recent.
Kawhi made it.
Kawhi made it?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw him in his hoodie and his jacket shaking hands there with everyone. I can't even read that because it's I'm on my phone, so it's small.
I know I was trying to.
You know, it's whatever list you make, no matter what it is, right? The top 100 in the
Yeah.
NFL,
I'm not
or
saying
the
everybody's going to be
all-time NFL,
satisfied.
the all-time NFL team. Darrell Revis didn't make the all-time NFL team. Nobody
Yeah.
had a better 2-3 year run at cornerback than he did. But it's like the Don Mattingly thing. Even though your peak was one of the best peaks we've ever seen, it didn't have the longevity. So I've been telling Jets fans, don't think Revis is getting in the Hall of Fame first ballot. I go, he didn't even make the top 100. DeMarcus Ware didn't make the first ballot. And DeMarcus Ware had a better career than Darrell Revis. I know Jets fans are losing their fucking minds over it, but the truth hurts.
Oh, DeMarcus Ware did his thing, man. He
If
was
DeMarcus Ware didn't make first ballot, I don't know how you're putting Darrell in first ballot. I don't see it.
if he has a tad bit more durability, he has like
Yeah.
consecutive Hall of Fame numbers, or Hall of Fame seasons, because he was a beast in Dallas when he got drafted, and it was off the bat that he was a beast. And it went like 2-3 years later. No, he was a beast as a rookie.
I think
Then
he's ninth all time in sacks.
yeah, and then by the time he gets to Denver on his downside, he's still being productive. So I'm like, it's not like he was just a bum. Like DeMarcus Ware was a nightmare.
Now, here's a name. He's 13th all time in sacks. John Abraham.
Man, that's so tough to call because I looked at the all-time sacks. He's top 15 last time I
he's 13.
checked. Yeah.
Now, here's my theory on it. It's almost like the passing evolution with now someone like Phillip Rivers and Eli, who were average at best quarterbacks, end up with 50,000. 50,000 used to mean something. You got to remember this. Joe Montana never had a 4,000-yard passing season. He was mostly between 32 and 36, which is a little over 200 yards a game. But with the evolution of the passing game,
he was a winner.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I'm just talking stats. I'm not talking him being Hall of Fame worthy.
Oh, okay. I was
I'm just saying that I'm showing the differences in the eras of passing.
Yeah, yeah.
Where now you got guys like Herbert who comes in and has
Johnny United's numbers are trash.
Who?
Johnny United's numbers are trash.
Yeah, the Namath are the worst numbers ever in the Hall of Fame.
Hell,
but he had a monumental win that merged the league. So sometimes
I'm sorry,
players are bigger than their
not
stats.
Johnny Unitas, Joe Namath. You took
Yeah,
I so fucked that up. But yeah,
I take that back then. Nobody had big. They ran the ball, but when you
Terry
look
Bradshaw's numbers are trash.
Yeah, when you look at now guys like Phillip Rivers, Ben Manning, these numbers are going to start to become astronomical. Matthew Stafford's over 50,000 yards already, 400 touchdowns, and he's played on a shitty team. He plays another 6 years. You're going to look at a guy with 80,000 something yards and over 600 touchdowns. And a lot of people are saying he's not worthy of the Hall. But now listen to this. John Abraham, with the evolution of the passing and the attempts per game that go up, obviously sacks are going to go up, right? Which makes Reggie White, LT, Bruce Smith, they're astronomical numbers. Bruce Smith is sitting even at 200 career sacks.
As the leader.
Yeah. Now, Kevin Green was up there. They did it with guys throwing the ball half as much.
Mm-hmm.
So John Abraham is like the first edge rusher to put up huge sack numbers that coincide with the start of the passing evolution. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, John Abraham to me is like Phillip Rivers, guy who just played a long time, put up some numbers, but you never really mentioned him as the best. You know, you took Julius Peppers over him. You took DeMarcus Ware over him. You took
a lot of good pass rushers in that.
Yeah, but you're going to get guys who play 10 years, get 10 to 11 sacks a year, and end up with 110 sacks. 25 years ago, that's an amazing number. It was rare air to get 100 sacks. And someone like Diggs with 11 interceptions. That's only, number one, it's luck. But you put up a couple of years with 5-6 interceptions. You play 10 years, you have 50, 60 interceptions. It looks great on paper, but you got to remember the evolution of game. You're getting twice as many opportunities as somebody like Ronnie Lott or Steve Atwater got to pick off balls.
Well, me personally, Johnny Abraham is a Hall of Famer. I mean, he was consistent, man. He was consistent in getting sacks.
Jets have been trying to get someone that does his job since 2005 or 2006, whatever it was.
And then he was somewhat productive in Atlanta for a little bit, and then started aged out and
went to Cardinals for a little while, and then the brain. He got too many head. He's been fucked up. He's been in a bad place. I heard a podcast he did with one of the Jets reporters with Samini not too long ago, and he's finally getting himself in a better mental place, which is good. Because we're friends on Facebook on my other account. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, man. Like, you could tell through his posts, this took a toll on his career. Yeah. You could tell that the game really took an effect on him. Some guys it's knees, some guys it's shoulders, some guys it's head.
Well, hopefully his people is keeping an eye out on him and make sure that he's
not to get too deep into it.
No.
He needs better people around him, because the people he had around him were part of the problem.
But no. This
himself.
This is real. This is real shit. This is real shit, and this is something that we pride ourselves in keeping it real. Like if you're noticing that off his posts and things like that, like his peoples needs to be watching out for him. Like,
there's two different types of people that you put yourself around with. Yes men or people who really look out for your best interest.
Yeah,
The yes men are just like, I'm doing this for money. I'm doing this to be here. I don't care what happens to him.
No,
I want a part of it. That's the entourage, right?
because
But your
you
real people are the ones that look
hey,
out for you day in and day out.
and no, and this is why I'm keeping it real because I want the people to look out for him because we don't need any more Junior Seau's. We don't
Yeah.
need any
Yep.
more Vincent Jacksons. We don't
Yeah.
need any more of those cats.
Too. It's if you're ever a fan of John Abraham, I'll send you like the link to Rich Cimini does a podcast.
Yeah, he was
Google Rich Cimini, John Abraham.
yeah,
It's a really
he played his
good-
college ball in South Carolina.
Yeah, he played for the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
He still lives in South Carolina. He's back there now.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a very good interview. It's drinking was an issue with him and it affected his mind, and he said he got right. And the interview he did not sound like the guy who I was seeing post. So it's good for him if he got his life straightened out, man.
yeah. So I hope that situation gets taken care of because I mean, like, that's why I'm harp on the players when it comes to the CBA agreements is because they need to make sure that the NFL is more accountable for what happens post play.
Yeah,
and you got to come up.
That's starting to come about. They're putting more money into helping former players, and you know, unfortunately, we all know you don't know about CTE until it's too late.
Till you're dead. No, you got to find out till you're dead.
You can't fix anything, right?
So, you know, maybe they can, you know, hopefully one day there's a cure for it, or you know, maybe you know, or until then, come up with some type of outreach programs or something that these guys can, you know, even if they need someone like 24-hour, you know, watch care. I hate to call it babysitting, but if that's what they need, you know, the NFL needs to find a way to make sure this is available because these guys are giving so much to entertain and make those pockets fat for the NFL. Like the least you can do is make sure that they can live a comfortable life post football because football don't last forever.
And you're going to see it too, man. Guys, these contracts are getting so big. It's going to be very rare to see the positional players playing that long.
If you ask me,
example, Calvin Johnson,
yes,
Anthony Davis, guys who come in
8 years,
early picks, make good money right away, get that second big contract, got the right people around them, making their investments. They make $75 million, and they took care of 35 of it, and invested it. Got businesses outside of the league that can make the money long term. You don't need to play 20 years anymore as a positional player. Get in, get the right
get
people
out,
make your money, get out, and enjoy the rest of your life, man.
You see it
much
happening.
more important than taking too many hits. It's much more important than tearing that knee a second time.
I mean, but you see it happening though. Some of these guys, they're just not keen to playing that many years, like 15, 16, 17 years. Like that.
No need to. Especially now with social media, you can make money outside of football and make a very, very good living without your football salary.
I think Matthew Stafford, that was his 13th year? Something like that, 12th or 13th year. Russ,
was he 08 draft? Number one in 08? Matt Ryan was
I believe so.
09. Sanchez was 09.
Is either
Matt Ryan 08, maybe Stafford was 07.
He was 08. He was either 07 or 08. But that was his 12th or 13th year. So, or maybe even 09 or 2010. 09 or 2010, one of those. Once he retires, Russell and A-Rod, that's pretty much that last of that quarterback group that's going to play. You
got Matt Ryan, you
16,
got
17
Russell,
years, 18.
Rodgers, Joe Flacco still going.
Yeah, surprisingly. I mean, he's not a starter, but he's still going. But Joe was already like 24, 23 when he got drafted
Yeah,
in the league.
he was older.
So he's already probably closer
Delaware
to 40.
Blue Hens, I believe.
Yeah. So he's probably already closer to 40 anyway.
I know so much useless shit, man. God damn. Oh, that was an idea I had for the show. Like we do like a trivia, like off season, like generic sports like trivia. We do a trivia like contest.
Yeah, that sounds
somebody
skewed.
to like host it and and the three of us partake in it.
Yeah, but that sounds skewed because you already know so much useless information.
I thought it'd be for fun.
I mean, if you just say you just want to win something, just say that.
No, I don't. I love sports trivia. I think it's always interesting. Like I like watching Jeopardy. I don't know the fucking answers on there. I just love the trivia aspect of it to see what people know, what they retain, what they don't know. Like I'm just intrigued by.
Now I had a little book smarts. I would get some answers right on Jeopardy. Not that many, but I would get a couple of them.
Yeah, I'm a Wheel of Fortune guy. My claim to fame is I've gotten 2 puzzles in my life with no letters revealed.
Yeah, I need a couple
one
of vowels.
TV, and it had 2. It was 4 words, and it had 2 letters and 3 letters in the middle. And I look at it, and my dad was with me, and I go, Little House on the Prairie. He goes, what? I go, it's Little House on the Prairie. He goes, fuck you talking about? You don't know shit. And I go, watch. And it starts coming up. The T's come up, the 2 T's in the first word for little. And I'm just sitting there like the whole time. I'm walking around like Randy Orton. Like,
I have voices in my head. Yeah, you being a little smart mouth to Pops. I know, I get it. Hey, sometimes
and
when
the
you
other
know
one,
you're right, you know you're right.
Crazy. It was actor and character or whatever that one is. And I look at it, and the last name was really long. And I go, Henry Winkler is Arthur Fonzarelli. And my ex-wife and her dad are like, the fuck you talking shit? How do you no way? It starts popping up, and he's like, Gina, he fucking got that. How the fuck did this idiot get that?
Hey, people, don't get it confused. He may look silly. The guy's not too bad.
I got a beautiful mind. It's shit that I remember and retain. Like, it's weird. And that Bill Murray movie is killing me that I can't remember that either.
Which is killing me. How you over here not even remembering? You're supposed to be remembering this shit.
I suck with movie names and music names, like the titles or like bands. But like I literally hear a song once and I can remember the fucking lyrics, but I can't tell you who sang it. I can't tell you
the name of the song. No.
Yeah, but I remember the lyrics word for word.
Hey, it'd be like that. But all right, y'all, that's the hour. Thanks for the big homie stopping in late night, chopping it up with your boy. Hey, y'all know the deal.
I'm thinking.
Come back now, you're here. Yeah, you probably won't even be able to damn fucking remember it till we go on the show tomorrow, man. You ain't even gonna remember it.
On my kids, I will not Google it. Like I will wake up at 45 in the morning, pop up and fucking text you like I just fucking thought of it.
No,
I hate Google. I wouldn't. When I talk to people, everybody grabs their phone right away. I'm like, don't you fucking Google that. Oh, I want to see what it is. I just won't tell you. I go, fuck you. Use your brain.
I can't remember what it was when me and the lady was over there watching TV, and I'm like, what is this heifer's name? Like, what the fuck is her name? And I was going to try to keep thinking as I'm watching the show. And then 30 minutes, I gave up, and I was like, fuck it. I had to go. Because it bothers me if I don't remember. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? Because it'd be like,
I'm private.
Yeah, it's all good. Hey, y'all come back, come chop it up with us tomorrow. Same midnight hour, same walk on Mar. All right, big homie.
Peace.
Yo, sound like LTD verse. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. All right, let me get serious this time. Yo. I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding with suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jerking out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Daily with explosive, just softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers, fleshing the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating figures for dinner, underground like Matt the Splinter, then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze, over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them